From the campus of Iowa Western, you're watching your hometown information station, CBTV 17.
The ultimate battle, firemen against police, fist to fist. The fight is for charity, but the bragging rights are all their own. Hello and welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm Rebecca Ray. It's a good thing no fires broke out on Saturday, March 31st, because just about every fireman and cop were at the Mid-America Center. The reason? Guns and hoses. A boxing match that pits our red forces against our blue. The proceeds benefit charities, but the winners may hold their heads high all year. I caught up with both sides of the forces before the fight to see how training was coming along.
Every time you get in the gym, you want to, think of the other guy training and work harder, work faster. Train with guys that are better than you, bigger than you, and faster than you, so that will elevate your plan too.
Nick, get inside his arms, 30 seconds. Get inside of him. Get inside, there you go.
Once the first punch is thrown, you're really engaged, kind of zone everything out, and you're ready to go. We've been working hard up here for the last 3 months, and we're ready to go. Coaches got us trained pretty good.
It's the type of deal where you want to think without thinking. You want to train your body to move and react so you don't have to think. It's like any other single-person sport. It's just you out there, so you have no team to rely on.
That first year, just like trying to just throw one punch the right way and then trying not to get hit in the face. Then you start working on combinations and feeling better about what you're doing, but you're still worried about getting hit pretty hard.
You've got to be in good conditioning.
Yeah, they're all running.
Use your jab, pull back, think a little bit now. Counter down, use your straight punches, don't get excited.
And they have to learn and realize that they're going to get hit in the nose.
When you go into that ring, you're going to be scared. You're going to be scared. To overcome that itself is a challenge.
This is the basics and being the best with the basics that they can.
Well, God only gave you one face, so if you don't take care of it, you got to keep your hands up.
I think cops and firemen were both real competitive individuals, so this is a good deal to get in there and let everybody blow off some steam.
Well, they probably eat a lot of donuts and stuff, but not like the firemen. They work real hard,
We find time to come here and we work out, and we work out hard, so I hope those firefighters took a break from their chili and decided to work out hard a little bit. When you're dedicated, if it's a goal that you have, you train out every day. You get motivated for something like this, and it keeps you going.
Just trying to apply the techniques that you've learned. Remain calm and composed.
Your mental state when you're training is to get better. Find out what you're doing right and how you can do it better. Find out what you're doing wrong and how you can make it right.
Originally, I thought I was in shape until I stepped in the boxing ring and realized I wasn't in the shape that I thought I was. Taking a full speed punch and deliver one and move, and it certainly will teach you to keep your hands up and prepare for the next blow and to deliver the next blow.
It's not much different from in here in the ring, just different techniques. Obviously boxing's a sport, and what police officers do on the street is real. So there's no gloves, no referees on the street. So
some boxers have more dedication than other boxers because we don't have enough time to train them, month after month. And so you just kind of teach them the basics of boxing.
Seems like the firemen were more prepared. They take home the title this year, but it's probably not a good idea to mention that at a traffic stop. To watch the rebroadcasted fight as live, continue checking into CBTV. We will re-air the fights. A hot topic at last week's City Council meeting, will Council Bluffs create a trick bike park? BMX riders propose a solution to a city lacking space for a hot trend. The Broadway Skate Park. Dips and grooves of the concrete attract skaters and trick cyclists. But if the police cruisers come around, the bikes have to go.
It's detrimental to have these kids keep on riding by and not having a place for them, and they're in our city parks, and we don't want them in there to be doing what they're doing, and we really need the place for these kids to have a place to ride.
For bikers who get caught in city parks, the ticket is $195. These BMX kids feel skaters have an unfair advantage. So at March 26th City Council meeting, they propose a solution.
There is no place in the metro area for trick bikers to ride or practice their skills. The tennis court at Big Lake is seldom used and is now in serious need of repair.
Because of the floods, Big Lake is under reconstruction. The tennis courts are rarely in use and have concrete that survived the water.
We feel that the area is close enough to reach on bikes. It would bring more people and families to Big Lake, and it would provide a solution to the problem of young people riding trick bikes where they do not belong.
John Sneller thought of the proposal for a trick bike park after he learned that 2 teens were ticketed for riding in Bayless Park. He says they're good kids with nowhere to ride.
This is a fatherless and motherless sport. These kids can go out on their own, they can be outside, they can do exercise, they don't need a coach, they have a lot of peer involvement, and they're good kids.
The group plans to clean up the area around the tennis courts and says they will even fundraise to kickstart the project. John Sneller says the group will clean up the tennis courts no matter the city's decision. City council members applauded the teens for taking actions on issues that interest them. The historic block continues to make improvements, and Iowa Western receives a visit from some little guests. Find out what's going on around the Bluffs. You may see some changes if you travel down the historic 100 block of Broadway. Business is booming with new shops to open, and for some older residents on the block, a chance to attract new customers.
Especially in the summertime, it's great, and it's only going to help each other's businesses for other businesses to have the same outside dining.
With the city's approval, a few bars will now have outside dining.
Most people were hoping to get it whenever they redid the streets and made the sidewalks wider, so it's been a couple years now.
Outside seating starts this week, and with the unseasonable weather, bar owners hope customers will take advantage while they can. We all remember the innocence of youth, nap time, storybooks, and the excitement of field trips.
I made a bracelet and
About 400 preschoolers visit Iowa Western's campus for the annual preschool fair.
I got a hat and a bag and a balloon, and I got to pet a hamster, and that's all.
But this fair is more about what kids remember rather than the treats they take home.
Or teaching them to not play with lighters and matches, which is really important at this age, is to tell an adult, and that's the most important, to where they don't get curious.
The preschool fair is the beginning of many life lessons for these future fire chiefs. The Iowa West Foundation's mission is to improve lives and strengthen communities. Now, the Iowa West Foundation has a new president and CEO.
Experiencing and watching the tremendous impact that the Iowa West Foundation has had on the community and on the region, and wanting to be a part of that and see how we can take that tremendous foundation and use it to continue to develop and be a part of the growth of the community.
Pete Tulipana is the former CEO of Heartland Family Service and says he spent much time in the Council Bluffs area.
The community's been very gracious. I felt very welcomed. I felt very excited about, as I learned more about the foundation and about the foundation's impact on the community. I'm really pleased that the staff and the board and the community all have really welcomed me with open arms.
Keep it on Channel 17. Next, your hometown station needs help keeping our parks clean. And later, Kathy Fiskus visits with her list of April events.
Explore new worlds. Read. Visit literacy.gov and let the journey begin.
Your path to a rewarding career in healthcare begins here at Iowa Western Community College. Iowa Western's new nursing center offers state-of-the-art instruction in nursing, surgical technology, medical training, and emergency medical services.
Iowa Western Community College has a state-of-the-art nursing simulation center.
Human simulators and expert instructors are your keys to success at Iowa Western Community College. Learn how you can get a quality and affordable education in the growing field of healthcare at iwcc.edu.
Hello and welcome back to Council Bluffs News. I'm Rebecca Ray. This past summer's flood caused a trash buildup at Lake Manawa, and you have a chance to help out. In studio today to talk about the cleanup is Laurel Sellers. Thanks for joining me today.
Unlike years past, we've been doing this event for 8 years, and we usually do a really good job of cleaning up. This year, we want more volunteers to come up because due to the flood, the lake is kind of low, and while the lake is low, there's all this exposed area that we have a chance to pick up, so we have a chance to make an even bigger impact this year.
The trash just needs to get cleaned up in the lake. You know, sometimes people go there and, like we were talking before, sometimes people just dump things in the lake, and it's not a dump site.
Absolutely. When I first started picking up trash in high school, it was a bigger job than just I could do. And we're not talking about just cigarette butts and things like that. We're talking about people dumping tires because they don't want to pay the $2 charge to take it to the city dump. And so that's on the burden of the state. Well, the DNR, they said, okay, we're going to take this away, but we just need help accumulating it and, you know, getting rid of it. I remember once being out there and there were all these phone books, but it had recently rained, and so they were really just like soaking wet and heavy. Like I couldn't pick them up by myself. So having a lot of people out there doing this really makes an impact, more so than just going there on your own. Although I do encourage everybody, when you go picnicking, you know, my family has always been committed to leave the place better than when you got there.
It's more than just the DNR's responsibility to take care of this lake. This is, you know, this is one of the better lakes in Council Bluffs. It's the only really park recreation area where we can go picnic and then go to the beach at the same time. It's really the responsibility of everyone in the city to make sure it stays beautiful.
Yeah, I think Lake Manawa is a valuable resource that we have, and we're really lucky to have it here in the Council Bluffs, Omaha area. It's very accessible. The people that take care of it are caring, capable people. It's free, and it provides like opportunities for everybody to come and enjoy, whether they like to boat or whether they just like to picnic.
Do people have to pre-register, or they can just show up the day of the event? Is that correct?
Absolutely. I've created a Facebook event for it. It's just look up Lake Manawa Cleanup Day. But also, yeah, just show up. I mean, there's no need to pre-register, really. We usually expect about 100, 200 people. In the past, we've had even 400 people. And we can take on as many volunteers. We have everything provided for them. Basically, all they need to do is show up in sensible clothes, you know, closed-toed shoes, long pants, so that they don't get scratched while they're, you know, walking around. Maybe some sunscreen and a hat. But we have water, we have gloves, we have trash sacks. And this year we're going to try to recycle as well.
Perfect. Thanks for stopping in today. Hopefully, you know, we get a lot of people out there. It's a big lake. We need a lot of people. Once more, the cleanup is May 6th. Now, if you can't make that date, just stop by Lake Manawa any other day and start picking up trash. It's a beautiful lake, and we need to keep it clean. Stay tuned. More Council Bluffs news is up next.
What gets you moving?
Because when you get moving an hour a day,
You fuel your body
and your mind.
Whether you like to throw around the football
play Frisbee in the park,
or dance in your room.
Moving every day helps give you a healthy body and mind.
And that makes you part of a winning team. Hey, that was my line! Get up and play an hour a day, Doc.
Check out how to be a player at letsmove.gov.
Head online to get tips on great ways to get moving every day.
That's www.letsmove.gov.
How do you prepare yourself for success in today's job marketplace? An excellent place to start is Iowa Western Community College. Improve your prospects for the future in an exciting, growing university atmosphere. Choose from more than 80 tracks of study and outstanding new facilities, including Dodge Hall. Enter the growing fields of turf and landscape management, horticulture, and agribusiness programs with Iowa Western's specialized curriculum. Prepare for success. Register now for any of more than 80 programs of study at Iowa Western Community College.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent, because kids in foster care don't need perfection. They need you.
Welcome back to CBTV 17. No reason to be stuck inside this April. Kathy Fiskus has activities to keep the whole family busy.
Hi, I'm Kathy Fiskus from the Council Bluffs Convention and Visitors Bureau with some things that are going on this April. Mystery book lovers, the Council Bluffs Public Library will have a discussion of American Lightning by Howard Blum Tuesday, April 3rd from 7 to 8:30 at the library in room 2D. The library is located at 400 Willow. There's always something going on, so call 712-323-7553 for more information. And Saturday, April 7th is the Park and Recreation annual Easter egg hunt. The hunt starts at 10 a.m. for kids up to 10 years old. Roberts Park is located at 1000 North 25th Street in Council Bluffs. The Fire and Police Department will have some really cool equipment for the kids to look at as well. If you need more details, call 712-328-4650. Friday the 13th is Second Fridays in downtown Council Bluffs. Enjoy art, music, wine from 6 to 9 p.m. Start at 500 Willow or South Main for a really uplifting evening. And Hitchcock Nature Center has a couple of great events in April. Kinder Nature is April 15th, and the topic is incredible eggs. Kinder Nature is for 3 to 5-year-olds with a parent and is just $4 per child. Discover the differences between bird, reptile, and other eggs on a hands-on environment. Call 712-545-3283 for more information. And also at Hitchcock Nature Center, April 21st is the spring scavenger hunt hidden in the hills. 9 a.m. to noon, teams use their senses in the Luss Hills to follow clues. Teams of 2 to 5 people can register for $10. 6 to 10 cost $20. Please register by April 16th, though. That's really important. So call Kelly at 712-328-5834. Hitchcock Nature Center is really close by in Honey Creek, Iowa. And start training now for the Gambler Half Marathon and 5K on April 22nd. This year, the races will start and end in the Mid-America Center area. Log on to thegamblerhalf.com to register online. The race will start at 8 a.m. Packet pickup will be the day before. Then plan to attend Viva Brazil in Feet on the Ground at the Art Center on the Iowa Western Community College campus, April 25th at 6:30 p.m. Dancers will perform rhythms of Salvador, Afro-Brazil, and more to get your heart pumping. Tickets are just $8 a person and just $5 for seniors and students. So call the Art Center at 712-388-7140 to reserve your seat. Looking ahead, May is full of events, and a new one is Peterbilt Council Bluffs Truck Show. Peterbilt is at I-80, I-29, exit 1B North. Registration is from 8 to 11 a.m. and awards are at 4 p.m. All trucks are welcome. log on to www.pbtrucks.com or call Bruce at 712-328-7736. And one more note, the Union Pacific Railroad Museum will be closed April 8th to 11th to install a new display. I'm Kathy Fiskus with the Council Bluffs Convention and Visitors Bureau. There's always a lot going on, so check out cbevents.com, where Iowa's Spirit, Council Bluffs.
While you're out enjoying all the April events, keep an eye out for our Iowa Spirit staff. Now, Daniel Johnson visits a bakery in Walnut, Iowa.
We've come to Walnut because it's a tourist town, and because of the antiques that are here, it draws people from all over the United States. And I felt like having a taste of homemade bread would be an addition to the town. We hear over and over again how good it is to be able to have some homemade products. It's a lot of work, but we enjoy it, and it comes from in here, and you use your hands. So we have a lot of tender love and care that what goes into our product. We opened about 9 years ago, and not knowing what the market was going to really bear, because we were just the two of us at that time. We did not want to get into a position where you could not handle it. But what we found out was the word of mouth just spread. The word got out really fast that we were here and what we offered. And it worked. We have people that pretty well support us on a 50-mile radius on a regular basis. I've been in the industry since 1962, and I have seen a lot of changes over the years. A lot of modifications have taken place. A lot of government controls have been activated. So a lot of things have changed when it comes to the operation and the ingredients levels to be used. But I would love to see young people get into this business and keep the business alive, because we need more retail bakeries. I invite anybody that would like to have a taste of something unique to visit Walnut, Iowa, and stop at the bakery.
Thanks for watching this week's Council Bluffs News. Like us on Facebook and check out our YouTube channel. Keep watching CBTV 17 for the BSZ, and coming up later, Guns and Hoses. Want to see something on our station? Call us at 712-325-3312 or email cbtv@iwcc.edu. We close this week's show with Iowa Spirit staff James Lathrop chasing the signs of spring.